YouTube, it is time to leak the July pack. We have a good one for you today. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, begin.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
And the leak is in the July pack, Centurion. Centurion Primera is here. She is top tier, and let's read what she does. All of the Centurion cards have a way to be placed into the back row as continuous traps. Now, when you are a continuous trap, you can activate your effects whenever you want during either player's turn, and their effect is to summon themselves onto the field. So let's see what we could do here. We're going to Primera plus have one other card to discard like a Diablo Star play, right? So let's normal summon our Primera. On summon, we're going to activate search our deck for the field spell, Stand Up Centurion. The deck centers all around the field spell. If we summon our monsters from the back row onto the field during the opponent's turn, you could trigger the field spell to synchro summon during the opponent's turn. Absolutely nuts. And you'd be thinking, okay, what if it gets destroyed? Like the Fire King Sanctuary protects the field spell. Well, this cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control a Centurion monster card. Okay, so let's activate it. Now, the turn it was activated, you can discard a card from your hand. To set a card into the back row, we're going to set up the Centurion Trudea. So let's do that. Now, Trudea has the effect of special summoning from the back row, as they all do. Come forth and summon. And then she's going to be activating to increase her level by 4. And then we're not going to be using the field spell here. We're going to say no. And we're going to use her effect to set a card from the deck into the back row to then put herself back into the back row. She is a one-card starter, just like the Primera. Both of them could do some one-card plays. So we're going to be setting into the back row. I will just tell you right now, yes, Gargoyle 2, which is relatively a new card in the TCG, is coming to Master Duel. Now, what do they all do? They all summon from the back row. So it's going to summon from the back row here, come forth and special summon this card. Onto the field we go, and we don't want to decrease the level. And now I'm going to show you another card that's coming to Master Duel that the TCG did not have for a while, and that card is Centurion Auxilia. Face-up cards in your spell and trap zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. On summon, search your deck for any Centurion card. And then also during the end phase, you could place a non-synchro Centurion that's banished or in the graveyard into your back row. And then what do? They all summon. So that's going to be very cool. Let's set that up. Come forth and summon. 1, 2, Shokan into you. And then the effect of them are going to activate. This will be adding back to the hand. You do want to chain link block this, so put this on chain link 1, and then put the Gargoyle on 2 if you're doing that play. And now I'm going to add from the deck a Centurion Phalanx. Target a face-up monster card in the field, banish it until the next standby phase. So this could be really good against Flameburge. Banishing Flameburge off the field, get out of here. You could even banish a Garunix, and it's going to be gone until the next standby phase. I mean, it does special summon, and then it would trigger. So maybe the Garunix is not the best idea. But let's grab the Phalanx. All right, and then we're going to set up this trap. And then we're going to end our turn. And then during the end phase, we're going to activate to set up into the back row of the Primera. And now during the opponent's turn, we're going to be able to make some plays. So only during the main phase, we're going to be able to activate the quick effects of summoning from the back row. So we're going to summon a Primera. We're going to summon the Trudea from the back row and come forth and summon Trudea. And we're going to increase the level to 8. Summon the Primera. Now we're going to put Primera on chain link 1. And we're going to put the field spell on chain link 2. I don't know why the simulator says the same thing twice. And then we are going to be summoning a Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon is here. Come forth. And then with the Crimson Dragon, we're also searching our deck. We could search for another Trudeo for a follow-up or another field spell, whatever. And then Crimson Dragon will now be targeting the Auxilia that is. And then we're going to summon from the extra deck a Cosmic Blazar Dragon could be one of your options. This will be able to negate any card or effect, negate a summon, or negate an attack. Or you could summon something like a Supernova Dragon, which if your opponent declares an attack or activates a monster effect, you could banish all cards your opponent controls. That is nuts. Now, this is why the Archfiend King Calamity was banned, because of this deck and because of Horus Naturia. But this is a big reason why. And there you go. We have 2 disruptions here plus good follow-up. This could banish their monster, get that out of here. We can negate with the Blazer. We could end phase, reset up the Primera back into our back row, so we have good follow-up, as we also searched for follow-up. And, you know, we got some good plays. So we're going to now watch some quick gameplay thanks to Duelista, and let's see what else the deck could do. All right, Duelista is here. Duelista is top tier. We'll just have the view like this. And Imperm on the Primera. Okay, that kind of sucks, right? Let's keep on going. Can I zoom this out better? There we go. And we're going to be activating the Wake Up Centurion. Is that coming? Because it's kind of a newer card. Yes, Wake Up Centurion is coming. The new Centurion cards are coming with Centurion. You're not going to have to wait. And we're going to be summoning the brand new level 12. We're going to be setting up the Primera into the back row. We're going to summon the Trudea from the back row, setting up the Gargoyle 2, summon the Primera, summon the Gargoyle 2. We're going to sync our Shokan into the Crimson Dragon, all during our own turn. We're going to be making an early Cosmic Blazar, so no Calamity, it's banned in Master Duel anyway. And then we have another level 12 Synchro during their turn, so what can they do? We're going to negate the summon of Arvata, mate. We're going to then discard to come forth and summon Diablo Star, Imperm, negate, sure. And now we're going to go through our other level 12 Synchro. Summon from the back row, we could trigger the field spell on the summon, Chainlink block the Primera from searching, and then we're going to be making the Crimson Dragon to now make the Red Nova Dragon. Are we actually going to be using this? There's no way we're banishing the whole field. Ain't no way. Poplar summon, activate, banish the entire field. There you go. And let's quickly finish up this duel. Yes, we just win now. Oops. All right, we're gonna speed this up. Summon, 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 attack, attack, attack. You win. Now, how good is this in the TCG and OCG? In the last month of tournament topping deck lists on YuGiOhMeta.com, we could look for Centurion. Centurion is down here. And, you know, honestly, how good Snake Eye is, I feel, is oppressing many other decks from being as top tier as they can. And what's weird about Centurion being down this low in the TCG is they have access to the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. So the deck, in a way, is objectively better in the TCG because they could shut down the entire turn. Now, what about OCG in the last month? Let's see. Centurion, you know, it's all the way down here. Does that mean this deck's gonna be bad? It's still a good deck. And you're probably like, oh, hell no, Unchained's better than it. This is using Fiendsmith and some other U-Battle cards too, so this is not the Unchained that we have. And this is also not the Memento that we have, okay? So we do not have these versions of Memento and Unchained. Centurion, I would say, is better than our current Memento and current Unchained. And, you know, I know maybe that's not saying much, but it's true. As you saw right there, it's about the same level of Salamangreat. You know, Salamangrate's good, not super top tier. So, you know, take that with what you will. And this is how well and how it's being built in the OCG. And we could look at some deck lists here. So here is a 300-player tournament deck list, and I will just tell you right now, do not expect the Infinite Forbidden cards. So you see the OCG thing under this girl? No, okay? She'd be cool. She's a pretty cool art too, but no, don't expect this. But anyone who's watching me on mute now thinks this is coming, so that's cool. And there you go. So a deck list like this. We'll look at a TCG deck list if you want to see. Looks like they're playing it with Melodious, they're playing it with Horus, they're playing it with Super Heavy Samurai, they're playing it with Snake Eye. What about OCG? OCG's playing it with Whitewoods, Horus, a little bit of Snake Eye, and there you go. Centurion coming to Master Duel. Let's do it.